Alright, in this video we're going to go over the case sent to nurse to make an appointment. So this is if you make your own appointments. The case obviously comes in via the system to you, and it comes into this inbox as a task. So as we've been over in the videos before, you'll see that there's a 5, which is the shortcut to the inbox. In the inbox you'll have all your tasks for that day. So if you're a case sent to nurse, that will also include your appointments as well as the case that has been sent to you to make an appointment for. So again, you would click on your inbox as showed here, and then you'll see all your tasks for the day, and you'll see on the left here the service is schedule an appointment or a nurse visit or an upload document or whatever the task is. So this video is concerning about the schedule appointment. So what's happened is the call center has phoned the client. They are in an area in your area where you have to make your own appointments. They will refer it to nurse, and that will then come through to this inbox like this as a scheduled appointment. So we're just going to use one of these examples. So this has come through. It's a Standard Bank client. The name, it will be up top here. This is just a test case. So it will be there with the person's name. This is the code. Reference number would be the policy number, and the date of birth, email address, etc. Then you've got the address, and then you've got the appointment address. And again, mentioned before, you're concerned about the appointment address. And then you will see everything else here. Its status is referred to nurse. The reason is case sent to nurse because the nurse will make an own appointment. And then here you will see any comments, what's happened with the case before, if there was could not contacts or any other notes will come through here. Look at the notes, please, because they might have any keywords for you, like call the client after 12 or clients at a school, etc. So just please look out for the comments here. And then you'll see that that it comes out with a call center script. This call center script is exactly the same script as what the call center uses. The reason why we need you to please follow the same script is because there's certain compliancy things we need to get across to a client. So each company might have its own compliancy, but it's all basically about the same, and it gets you all the information that you need. So what you do, you can just read it. As you see there, you can phone the client, and then it says, hi, good day, my name is Jane. Your name will be there, so it depends on how you've logged in. My name is Jane, I'm calling on behalf of Standard Bank. We have been asked to complete medical requirements for your life policy. Is it a good time to talk? So if the client says yes, it's a good time to talk, you can carry on with the script. If the client says no, or it's the client did not answer, in other words, you phoned, it rang, no answer, and you've left a message, you click no, and then you see it prompts you. Please select a status below with respective reason and comment. So you just tick that to make sure that you understood and read that, and then this is what it's talking about, so the change status. So here you could go pending, like you spoke to the client says that requested that you call back tomorrow the 17th at 10:30, or probably more realistic is 10 o'clock, etc. Or the client said please call back tomorrow. Let's say the client asked you to please call back tomorrow. You can say here client was busy, asked to call back tomorrow. Okay. Please add comments and accurate comments where possible. This is so that we can answer any questions on your behalf if we get a call from the brokers or the companies. So then we can easily say that the case was sent to you, the client asked to be called back tomorrow, and you spoke to the client, etc., and you just click submit. Okay. You'll see that what it will do now is that it will take you, I just want to refresh here, it will take it off your task list. All right, you see that case is not here anymore, and it changes the amount of tasks to 4. So why? It's because you called it. It's no longer a task for today because you've set it for tomorrow, because the client asked you to call back tomorrow. If you go on to tomorrow's date, you'll see that the client that we're talking to is over here. The reason why the other haven't gone away is because they're still tasks from today that need to be handled before. So that's why they don't go away until they're handled. But you can just see, just to show you that the client's task is still here. All right. If we stick with that same client, Again, same story. If it's a could not contact, you'll just go there. Nurse could not contact. The reason for it, and please be accurate with these reasons. It's very important to be accurate. Or if you want to refer the case back to the call center. So you've spoken to the client doesn't want the policy anymore, or you've incurred problems, or whatever it is. You've phoned it a couple of times, it's just not happening. You can refer it back to the call center and say whatever you need to. Please close case. Client does not want the policy. Okay, and then you can submit. They'll get back to us at the call center, and we can handle it further from there. All right. Okay. In this case now, you phone the client and he answers, so your answer will be yes. Okay. Then there's a trick here. If you see that there is an address already added in, that means the appointment address is already added in. That means the call center has already had a good conversation with the client. So if you just click home or office here, you'll see that there is a whole bunch of things that are already filled in for you. So you can go through the same script again, so you can just read, thank you. Standard Bank has asked us to complete an HIV test for your policy. The nurse will need a private room and area where the medicals can be conducted. Where would you like the nurse to see you during office hours, at home or office? Okay. The reason why we ask this question is that we want to get across to the client that you need a private room for the medicals, and then it's just on the home or office, so we can know if it's for the home or office. And as you see here, there's already what the call center has already done. You will see, so it's really pulling through that there is no complex details, there is no flaw, and it's already given the street number. So what you can already do is just speak to the client and say, the address that I have on file already is 5 Prunus Close, Bay Park, Gordons Bay. Is that correct? And they can go, yes, that is correct, or no, I prefer another address, which you can do as and as you start typing, you can see that it will it's actually at 6 Prunus Close, not 5 Prunus Close. And then you see, as you start typing, it will bring up the database of the Google database. So these are pulling addresses from the Google database, just so that you can see that the addresses are clear and accurate. So you've typed it in, 6 Prunus Close, Gordons Bay, and then your calendar, and only your calendar will pop up here. So if you've given us specific availabilities, it will be up here, or it will just be open because you manage your own diary. So then you can just choose when you'd like to see the client based on your own diary. So if you've got running your own paper diary or whatever, and you've got other appointments here, then you just book it in the time that you know that you will want to see this client. So if it's 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you can move this up and down however you want to do it, and then you just book in the appointment as you need. Okay, then you just carry on going down, and then you'll see the script carry on continues. Is there parking available, or do you need to organize a space for myself, being you the nurse? And then you could say there, parking through the gate. Okay. Why this is all important for you to type it in as well is that we get the information on our side, so we know exactly what was discussed with the client, if we get any complaints. Also for yourself, because you might not remember 2 weeks down the road what the client said about parking, so you just put it here, and then that will pull through to your appointment. Yeah, thank you. Could you have your original ID document, driver's license, or valid passport at the appointment? Unfortunately, copies and certified copies cannot be used. And then you just tick that you've said that. The reason why we tick it again is because if you do get complaints about the call center, as well as when a nurse tries to make an own appointment, that they forget to ask the client to have the ID document. So we're just making sure that you say this to the client that you need to tick. You'll see that you can't submit the case unless you've ticked all the relevant compliancy boxes. Please note, where possible, we are using a point-of-care finger prick testing strips. In a small percentage, the nurse cannot use a strip, or the strip is unreadable. The nurse will then be required to draw blood. The nurse is also not at liberty to discuss the results with you at the appointment. If you would like your results, you're welcome to nominate the doctor at the appointment where the nurse can, where the results can be sent. All right. Again, this is also very important. We're not putting this in just to fill up space. This has been instructed to us by Frank.net and Vodacom and all the rest of them, to make sure that this point gets across, so that it preempts them when you are at the appointment. If the strips are reactive, or whatever reason that you want to draw blood now, it's already been positioned to them, and there's not a question why you now need to draw blood. Okay. There we go. Then you carry on. In order for you to receive notifications, information about your appointment, please give us an email address to send the information. Please add this field. It's very important for us to collect email addresses. Also, if there wasn't an email address on the system, this will then add one so that they'll then get an email with confirmation of your appointment, etc., to keep the unkept down as much as possible. So then you can just add the address as the client gives it to you. If there is an address, it will pull through here automatically, so you can just confirm the address that's on the system. If for whatever reason the client declines to give you an email address, you can just tick that. All right. Did the client give an email address? And you can just click it. Then can I give you the contact number if you would like to change your appointment? Yes, that's the contact number, or no, he didn't want the contact number, which is fine. Or you can say no and give him your contact number if need be. It's up to you. Then again, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day. At this stage, that's the end of the script. Anything that's in italics, you don't need to repeat. This is just if it will just prompt you for certain things, like this is about if a client says about HIV and doesn't know HIV, you refer them to the call center, and etc. And then you click submit. Great. Then you'll see that the appointment has been made. If you go to your calendar, there's your appointment, and then obviously it's in your inbox there. Now you see it's changed from scheduled appointment to nurse's visit. And that's the process. Thank you for your time.